Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live stream for today. How are you doing on this wonderful Saturday? I'm spreading all my positive energy out there for you. And of course, just like true to form, since I've started doing these live streams, it is raining, so hopefully the power won't go out. But today I'm going to be actually discussing one book July. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on it and also what I think are maybe some pros and some cons to actually joining this challenge and doing it. So if you're in the planner community, you've probably kind of heard snippets about it around. But before we go deep into the subject, I always like to ask that you share this out with your community as well, because, it's always nice to be a resource and share things that maybe some people might want to know. And hello there, Laura. How are you doing today? And also, if you like videos like this, I do planning, organization, and lifestyle videos on this channel. So if these are some things that you enjoy, then you can subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And if you did, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to you and all those of you who are joining me on this journey. This is all about, the creative mind of a girl, of course. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of jump right into the topic because I'm going to tell you what kind of sparked this topic for me to discuss this. For one thing, I've been in the planner community for a few years now. For those of you that are coming on that don't know me, my name is Liz, and I've been planning, I think, since 2015, the end of 2015, and I've heard lots of terms. I've been in lots of the planner community Facebook groups as well, and I had never heard of One Book July. And so I actually got a message or a comment. I got this comment from Kimberly Jones, and within the comment, she asked me if I was going to be doing the challenge for One Book July. Now, I have to say, I had never heard of One Book July before, so I immediately started putting my fillers out there and started researching the subject because I wanted to know what it was. It sounded quite interesting, but I have to say, at first, when I heard One Book July, I just didn't know what it meant. So I had to kind of go out there and kind of figure it out. Now, if you all want to chime in at any time, you can within the comments. And just remember that there's just a little bit of a delay. So if I don't answer you right back, that's because there's a delay there when you are kind of chatting with me. Now, what I found out about One Book July, I believe it started from a lady. Her YouTube channel is called RhomanysRealm, and it's spelled RhomanysRealm, ReAlm. And I believe she has a Facebook group with some other ladies, and they decided to kind of go back to the basics. Because if you are part of the planner community, you know that sometimes it could be just a little cray-cray. Hey, Rachel, how you doing today? And the planner community, because people, they just, when they go in, they go all in. It's a big, huge rabbit hole and lots of people that egg you on and lots of enablers. And they say, buy this planner and buy these pens and get these inserts. And it can get a little bit crazy. And I have to say that I am guilty of kind of jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to doing things what everybody else is doing when it comes to the planner. But after you've been in the planner community for a while, it's easier to kind of, grab yourself and say, no, don't go that route. And so what they did was they decided, again, to kind of pull back to the basics. And so the basis of One Book July is basically only having one book that you plan in, and that one book could be for journaling, it could be for bullet journaling, art journaling, things like that. What you would normally use lots of books for being the creative that you are. If you're like me, you have like tons of books around, and also tons of planners that you may be working in. So you just have one book and then also one pen, because again, I'm guilty. I have like tons of ink pens, and I color code things, and I highlight stuff, and circle things and make little clouds around stuff with my crayons. And so I have lots of different types of mediums that I use as well. And then of course it would be for 1 month. So the whole premise is one book, one pen for 1 month. So when I first heard this, I was thinking, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if it was for me. So I kept digging and digging. I wanted to find out exactly what the rules are. Now over on RhomanysRealm and on the replay, I'll have her actual site down, or her YouTube channel down in the description as well, so you can go look it up. But she actually posted some rules for 2017. But basically the rules are, there are no rules. It's just a way to kind of, I call it like a cleanse, to kind of cleanse your planning palette. And again, just focus on not the tools that you're using, but the systems that you have in place to have things more organized. And so, like, again, I can say I'm kind of guilty of using tons of different tools. I use a digital calendar. I have, my Erin Condren Vertical. I have my Filofax. I have a Happy Planner. I have my Recollections personal planners. I switch things up every month. It could be this could be overwhelming for some people. I'm glad I have managed to be able to come up with a really good system. And I have to say, for all of you that are kind of baby planners out there, in order to get like a really good system, just know it's going to take you some time to do that. Over time, you're going to develop systems. And what I mean by that is that I knew that I wanted to use like the Recollections personal planner. I knew that I wanted to use a personal planner, but I didn't really know how I was going to do that. First of all, I didn't know for me if it was going to be practical for me to carry around a planner to begin with, a small one. And so I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I actually carried my planner around and it didn't have anything in it. And I found that it was pretty easy for me to do that. So that was like my first step. So that's a serious baby step, because I'm all about baby steps. And then I figured out like what kind of sections I wanted inside of it. And then I've kind of been building on that. So, over time I knew that I didn't need to carry my digital calendar, the full digital calendar around me. So I kind of took that out and then I put it back in because I needed it. And then I figured I didn't need like a month at a glance, and then I did figure out so it's like your systems will kind of develop over time. And I won't say that you can find planner peace, but planner peace means something different to everyone. For some people, planner peace is like you hit a wall and that wall is like the end. You found where you need to be. Your system works and you don't want to break it. And then for those of us who do like change, there really isn't like a planner piece. We just kind of build on those systems that we have. And that's what I've done. So like I said, it's like kind of like a cleanse for you to kind of go back to the basics. So, what you could do if you wanted to join the challenge now, is already July, but it's just July 1st, so you can join at any time. And again, there's no rules. You kind of make the rules that you have. And it is suggested that you don't break anything. You don't want to break anything that is working for you. So if you have like a really good system in line, you don't want to like just stop things. And I'll give you an example of that. I use like several planners. Like I use one for my YouTube work. I use one for my other work, my social media work. And we'll say for instance also that I have my Recollections planner. By the way, this is the one that I'm going to be using for this month, and I've already started posting up the setup videos for these, so you can go back and you can look at it if you like. But so I have this one as well. So I can't crunch all three of those planners into one thing, but I still need them all. So there's a way that I can do most of my planning in one, but there's just some things that they're just not going to fit. So you can modify this challenge to make it work for you. But I really suggest that you try it. At first, I was just like, no, 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 nope. I can't do that. I don't want to do it. But then I thought, you know what, it would be a really good way, again, to kind of cleanse my planning palette and really try to just figure out what was basically going to work best for me. So excuse me, it's a little warm in here. And so that's basically what but it's very simple. And again, of course, I'm not the creator, but I did want to discuss it, and I would like to have a discussion with you as well. So if you have heard about One Book July, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What are your thoughts about One Book July? Have you heard of it? Are you going to participate in One Book July? At first, like I said, I didn't want to do it, but I think that I am going to participate in One Book July. And I think it's like a great way for people who are just coming in or jumping into the planner waters to really start, because you're focusing on your systems. And when I say systems, I mean not so much like the prettiness of the planner, like this one. This is so pretty, isn't it, you all? I love these colors. This is a great planner for the summertime. I know I just went off on a tangent there. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how pretty it is, but really what I need to be talking about is what's inside. So I actually, for my planner to participate in this, I added in a work section. I also added in like future events. I'm going to put in a yearly calendar so I can focus on that, and also a YouTube tracker so I won't have to keep going back to my other planner. That's a way for me to kind of modify it. Instead of pulling out other planners, just use this one and kind of just focus on the systems that are within this one planner itself. So Rachel says that she thought about it too, but she doesn't know. And I know I said that too, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it for 30 days. Now, the kicker is for this channel here, I like to share like the decorating part, and that's something that people expect from me. So I think what I'm going to do still is I'll still be doing some planner decorations, but really I'm just going to be focusing on just kind of working out of one planner. So I'll still be, and I guess, and Rachel, you would be the same way. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. How you doing today? And so Rachel, that's something you could think about too, because Rachel has her channel is Scrap Craftastic, and you guys should check it out as well. She does some fantastic tutorials also. And so I know you do a lot of setups as well, like in the traveler's notebooks and also in the other planners as well. And so that's something you can't really stop doing, because it's kind of part of, your job. Because for us, even though this is for us in the YouTube world, this is kind of teetering on a hobby, but also it's kind of a job. But it's like people, they have expectations of us, and these are the things that they want. So I don't think for a month we can kind of just cut them off at the knees. You know what I'm saying? So Laura says that she just started using 2 personals and a work planner. Now I'll say probably towards February I was using about 8 planners. I was using about 8 planners. And I'm going to be posting up, or actually I'll probably come on live sometime this week and talk about my planner lineup, which planners I was going to be using for this month. So we'll see how that goes. And let's see, Laura says that she will check it out and what it's all about. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple. I did some digging on the One Book July, and I really didn't see like there was really no cons. The only con that I can see is that someone just jumps right into it and kind of breaks the systems that they have. But overall, I think there's only pros to using it. And like I said, there's no stiff rules to it. The only rule is that you attempt to use just one book, one pen for 1 month. So Let's see. Crystal said that I missed the one book setup. No, you didn't miss the one book setup. I did not really do a setup for just the one book. I did like a normal monthly setup for it. But I guess that's something I could do too, is kind of talk about how I set my book up for 1 month. So I may do that on a live stream sometime this week as well. So stay tuned for that. And let's see, Rachel says, I have a bullet journal notebook and I was thinking about using that for work only. Yeah, you know what? And for one book, July. So that will work also, because this, like I said, some things you can't stop using. So like, especially things that you're using for work. Like, I definitely still have to keep things separate for work. It just, everything that I have to do just won't fit into my small little planner. But I think I'm gonna do use the personal planner for my one book mostly. So I think I'm gonna attempt to use this mostly and not try to, you know, just squish everything in. Plus there's only so much room in here, so that helps me to focus on the systems and not so much on the decorations that's inside, for sure. Because I could definitely focus on the decorations. And I'll tell you another reason why I decided to go ahead and try the challenge as well is because for the month of July, I'm going to tell you, I did very limited planning in the month of July. And if you notice, I didn't post up a lot of plan with me's in July because I was kind of off kilter for some reason. So Crystal, I'm still trying to determine my setup. However, I will have it done by the end of the day. So that's awesome. And you know, don't beat yourself up if it's like it doesn't work for you. And you can like add things throughout the month or the week that's going to work for you. And I always say, just do things in baby steps, like small steps. Also, like I was saying, like for July, I didn't do like a lot of planning, and I participate in some of the Facebook groups as well, and I found that some of the ladies, for some reason, June just was one of those months that kind of just threw everybody off. But I did do a monthly setup for June, and I set up my recollections planner that's in Mint. And I'm going to show you guys the inside of this planner. If you haven't seen the actual setup for this, it is posted on the channel. And I'm just going to kind of flip through this and you'll see that I did not do anything in this planner. I set it up all nice and pretty because every month that's what I do, because I love setting the planner up. And I even pre-decorated the weekly pages in here, which always saves like a ton of time. And they are actually on graph paper, and you can see I have like the beautiful dividers. I have like note pages in here. I have routine cards. I have the post-it notes. And there's a method to my madness, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because I'm going to give this whole thing away intact. And I'm also going to put in some fresh shopping pages, some shopping tracking pages. I already took them out of there, so let me show you what they look like. Because I already switched them over. And let's see, so I'll give you just an idea of what they look like. It is mad hot in here. This is what they look like. So these are the shopping pages, and they're actually available over at Liz for a Day. But what I decided to do, since I had put this planner all together, I'm going to add a whole full set of like 60 pages of the shopping tracking sheets. I'm going to put those in here, and I am going to do a giveaway for this. So I didn't announce it in the description or anything, and I'm not going to announce it over in the Facebook groups or anything like that. I will talk about it when I come on the live streams, because I think I'm going to leave this open till almost 2 weeks. I think the 14th, either the 14th or the 13th. I think the 14th will be the last day, but I'll let you know. I'll put everything on the replay in the bottom of the description, and I'm not making it hard for anybody to join this. You don't have to go follow me anyplace else if you don't want to. The only thing that you need to do is just be a subscriber, leave a comment and share this out. Give the video a thumbs up. And you will be entered into the drawing for this beautiful planner. I love this planner too. And it's in super duper good condition. And I have never used anything. The innards in here have never been used. So these are some of the dividers that I make. So if you all are interested in that, then again, the only thing that you'll have to do is just be a subscriber, share this out, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and you are entered. You don't have to follow me anyplace else. So I'm gonna leave this open, and I'll announce it on some of the other live streams that I have up until the time when I get ready to draw for the winner. So be on the lookout for that. You guys will want this. It's very nice. It's very nice. I'm going to wrap it up all nice and pretty for you. So let's see. All right. So do we have any more comments today? Anybody else going to take the challenge? I know Crystal says she's setting her stuff up, and maybe she'll do for the one book challenge, and Rachel's going to set hers up. And well, she's still thinking on hers because she has, you know, her channel. She needs to be doing some decorating. We'll be expecting that from her. Yes, it is really pretty, Laura. It's really nice, and I almost hate to give it up because I don't want to say I'm stingy like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna take one for the team and go ahead and give it up. So I'm going to be on the chat for a little bit after I close this down, because I know you guys got things to do on this Saturday. Y'all getting ready for the 4th of July. And I hope you all have a fantastic, fantastic evening. And I'm still watching the chat because I know the delay it's like a 30-second delay on here. I always miss like some of the ending comments. So I'm going to stay on. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shove off, and I hope everybody is kind of inspired to join me on the one book July challenge. And just keep in mind that I didn't make this up, and I don't want to take credit for it. And again, on the replay in the description, I'll leave the channel that I got this from. So that's it for today. I'm just going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet Lotus Blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.